Afternoon all. This is Tim, another film from the kitchen. Looks like I'm making blancmange, but this is the initial silicone skin for the ABS pattern. Learnt a lot actually. I was advised to mix up 1 kilo of the silicone for the first coat, but I think that may have been too much because I should have been looking for a sort of 2mm skin on it. I think I've got more like 3 or 4, so well, we'll see. Now the other thing I've learned is that when you're mixing the catalyst with the silicone, the catalyst is a very vivid red colour, silicone's obviously white, and when you mix the two together, I was advised to mix half of the catalyst, give it a good mix, and then add the rest. And this is the T5 fast catalyst, so it's about a 15-minute pot time. Now, although it looked really well mixed, and you mix it with a folding action rather than a mixing it as you would with a stick, so as not to introduce any air or as little as possible air, I've still found, I don't know if you can see this, but if you look very carefully on the silicone, there's just the occasional vein of white, which is presumably uncatalyzed silicone, which may become a major problem because it may leave it sticky rather than properly gone off. Anyway, we'll see. So when this has hardened, which should be about 3 hours time, the next coat will be silicone with catalysed silicone, but this time with a thixotropic additive so that it goes more like a paste, and then I'll be working that from the bottom of the mould up towards the top until it's completely encapsulated. So this layer gives the precise mould, and the second one just provides a bit of support. And then when those two have gone off, it'll then be a matter of encasing the whole thing in the plaster of Paris and mod rock, putting some feet on the bottom so that it'll stand level when inverted, and eventually casting the thing. The other thing I've learned is, although I was anticipating a 1mm layer, and I'd made my dam, if you will, around it a good 5 or 6mm, even that wasn't enough. So whatever you think you need by way of a dam to retain the silicone, especially if you're using this relatively liquid initial mix, then make the dam a lot higher than what you think you'll need. And the other advice, of course, is to mix when you think the silicone is mixed with the catalyst, and you're really sure you're done, then give it another 5 minutes and scrape down the sides and the bottom and everything, and really make sure it's all in, because I was quite assiduous in the way that I did that, and it's still come up with these very occasional veins of white in there where it wasn't quite mixed properly. So fingers crossed this will work, and otherwise it's going to be a bit of an expensive cock-up, but we'll see how we go. That's it for now.